Now, Ajay Chandrayaan is joining me from Jammu. He is with the CRPF Jawans, and they want to wish the best wishes to our ISRO team. Let's quickly take a look. Ajay, if you could tell me, where are you right now? You are with the CRPF Jawans. So what is the message that they want to give to the ISRO team and the Chandrayaan team? There is an audio problem again over here. We are going to try to fix that. We are not able to hear what Ajay Chandrayaan is saying. My rundown team and my assignment, I don't know what they are doing right now. And can we at least keep these visuals on air? Keep visuals of Ajay Chandrayaan with the Jawans on the screens and split it with this, split it this, on the left hand side. These are the latest visuals that we are receiving exclusive on NewsX. If we can run the exclusive mark as well. Now, these are visuals from the ISRO headquarters of the core Chandrayaan 3 team. Those are visuals on your screens. Now, this is the core Chandrayaan team. This is moments ago, the visuals that were shared. They are anticipating the landing. And yeah, all right. Ajay, so there you are, CRPF Jawans in full gusto. What slogans are they chanting?
Yes, Megha, and here when we have reached here, what we have seen that they are sitting here since morning and watching the movement of Chandrayaan here from here in their campus, and definitely they are the people, those who are serving the nation and protecting the borders, protecting the people of our country. But when it comes to the Chandrayaan 3, they are continuously, trying to get the information about the Chandrayaans, and that's why they are saying that not only we, but they are the people, those who are not in the uniform, but they are making the nation proud as far as the scientists are concerned. Let's speak to some of the Jawans over here, what they have to say. एक चीज जानना चाहूंगा, कैसा लग रहा है जब ये चंद्रयान के बारे में सुना, और कितना प्राउड है इस वक्त, गर्व महसूस हो रहा है?
नमस्कार सर, इस जो आज का दिन है हमारे भारत के लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण दिन है। 14 जुलाई तकरीबन 2:15 पे ये लॉन्च हुआ था, और आज शाम को ठीक 6:15 में वहाँ पे लैंडिंग होगा। तो ये भारत पहला देश ऐसा है जो चांद पे कोई देश वहाँ पे कोई अपना यान भेज नहीं पाया। आज हमारा भारत का यान वहाँ पे पहुँचेगा, हमारा झंडा तिरंगा लहराएगा। हम उन वैज्ञानिकों को बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहते हैं जो सीधे प्रकार से हो या कैसे भी वो मदद की है इस यान को भेजने में। हम सबको धन्यवाद देते हैं तहे दिल से।
So they are the people, they are our nation's hero, those who always protect our civilians and our borders in the Jammu and Kashmir and the rest of the country. But this time when it comes to the proud moment for the country, they are saying that no doubt that the scientists, they are not in the uniform like them, but they are also making them proud.
More of them, get their voices heard. What is it that the wishes that they want to send out to the ISRO team?
Well, definitely, I'll speak to more and more Jawans over here, those who are the real heroes of our country. कैसा लग रहा है इस मौके पर?
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सर, और हमारा देश के लिए बहुत गर्व है। इस समय आज हमारा चंद्रयान 3 लैंड होने जा रहा है विक्रम लैंडर के थ्रू, और हम पक्का इसमें जीतेंगे और पूरा दुनिया को ये बताएंगे हम स्पेस साइंस में बहुत अच्छा हम ये कार्य करेंगे।
Megha, this family of the CRPF, basically they belongs to different states of our country, but what basically make them one, this is uniform, and that's why they are also feeling proud this time when nation is going to create a new history. कैसा लग रहा है और क्या संदेश देना चाहेंगे अपने साइंटिस्टों को, अपने देश को?
जय श्रीमान, आज हम वहां पहुंचने वाले हैं जहां भारत का कोई विश्व का कोई भी स्पेस कार्य करता है, वैज्ञानिक यान आज तक नहीं उतरा है। और आज हम उस क्षेत्र में, चंद्रमा के उस ब्लैक होल में, ब्लैक क्षेत्र में उतरने वाले हैं जहां विश्व हम पर रिकॉर्ड करेगा और हम रिकॉर्ड बनाएंगे, विश्व नाच करेगा। हम बहुत बड़े उत्साहित हैं, हम बड़े आनंदित हैं और भगवान से प्रार्थना करते हैं, हर जवान, हर नागरिक, हर वैज्ञानिक अपने अपने स्तर पर वो प्रार्थना कर रहा है, अपने अपने स्तर पर कार्य कर रहा है कि ये अभियान चंद्र मिशन अपने दिए हुए निश्चित टाइम पर सफलतापूर्वक तिरंगा लहराए उस ब्लैक जगह पर जहां आज तक कोई नहीं पहुंच पाया है।
Okay.
So these are the words from here.
Absolutely,
and I will
lot
speak
of
to some
enthusiasm,
more
lot of
jawans over
vigor.
here.
People are very, very excited, and our Jawans no less. Stay on with me, Ajay. We'll keep that screen on us on our television screens. You know, enthusiastic people across the length and breadth of the country. Joining me also on the telecast is another enthusiastic gentleman. His name is Srinivas Raghavan. He's joining me from Coimbatore. Srinivas, go ahead. What is the message that you would like to give to our Chandrayaan team?
Best wishes for India when our Chandrayaan lands on the moon, when the Land Rover lands on the moon, and we will be very proud of it too, along with others.
Thank you, Srinivas, and stay tuned on NewsX. We are going to bring you marathon coverage. Right from the start. We started off yesterday, 48 hours ago, and we are continuing at this stage. We are going to track the lander, soft landing on the moon, and then 2 hours later, the rover is going to step out of the belly of the lander, and it is going to then plant the India flag, and that is the momentous moment that the world is anticipating. Indians are anticipating it more than ever, more than anybody. Joining me also on the telecast is General VK Singh. It's good to have you, sir, on the telecast with us. All right, I'm being told that General VK Singh is going to shortly join us. We are trying to get his. Okay, I have with me Miss Swami, who is joining me from Goa. Okay, do we have General VK Singh? All right, General VK Singh. Welcome on NewsX on this very momentous occasion. The anticipation is building. People are nervous. What's your message to the ISRO team?
I think there's no need to be nervous. Things are going well. They will go well. And I'm quite sure the mission which has gone so well so far with our scientists at the helm of affairs, with all the motivation given by our Prime Minister, it is going to land properly and accomplish the mission very successfully.
General VK Singh, obviously Prime Minister Narendra Modi is at the BRICS summit in Johannesburg, but people are anticipating, you know, he's going to be virtually be present with the ISRO team when that momentous landing takes place. And obviously it is going to invigorate the people, it is going to invigorate the ISRO team as well, give them the motivation, give them encouragement.
See, ISRO is already motivated. I think they have had one or two bad moments in the entire history of theirs, but this one, with all the motivation being given by our Honorable Prime Minister, who's there personally to ensure that everybody remains motivated, everybody is able to celebrate the success. It is a great day for everybody in the country.
It is. It absolutely is. You know, my teams, my reporters have gone across the length and breadth of the country. Just now, my colleague Ajay Chandrayaan was with the CRPF Jawans in Jammu. Now, they were chanting slogans of Bharat Mata Ki Jai. They were chanting slogans of how ISRO is doing fantastically well for the country. And also, very importantly, sir, with this landmark achievement that is going to be achieved by ISRO in just a few hours' time, it will bring India and make India a global space power. How does this then help build India's momentum as a global power as well?
See, India is already technologically known all over the world. We are not only sending satellites through our rockets, but we are also manufacturing our own satellites today, which in the private sector. ISRO's history is replete with examples of success right through. And I'm quite sure this will be the crowning glory of the success story so far. And this will bring India to a level where it can plan much more complicated and difficult missions hereafter.
Absolutely, sir. Also, it's interesting to note and iconic because the Chandrayaan 1 mission was the first mission taken by any country that could actually make some breakthrough in finding information about the secrets of the moon. And now Chandrayaan 3, we are on the anvil of finding more information, making these discoveries available for the entire globe. Pointing us to the fact that Indian scientists are better than the rest, and how they need to be recognized, they need to be acknowledged, they need to be felicitated by not just India but by across the world.
Let me tell you, our scientists are recognized all over the world. If you were to withdraw our scientists, a lot of things in the world are going to come to a stop. ISRO has also got a really good team to work, and they have been working from project to project, and I'm very sure of the success that they will achieve.
You're absolutely right, sir. A message that you would like to give to the team, Chandrayaan 3 team, who at this point of time are at the ISRO headquarters in Sriharikota, and at this point of time directly engaged in how the landing takes place in just a few moments from now.
Yeah, this is a very crucial time for them. I would like to give them all my best wishes, all the nerves of steel, and wish the entire mission a great success.
Thank you. Thank you, General V.K. Singh, for joining us on the very special telecast and sharing your best wishes with the Chandrayaan 3 mission team. All right, we've spoken with a number of personalities. We've spoken with the Union Minister General V.K. Singh. Let's now quickly take a look at how far India's space sector has come and some of its landmark achievements right up to 2023. And in fact, this information has been shared by the Government of India itself moments ahead of this landmark achievement that is going to be achieved by the ISRO team. And let's quickly take a look at these statistics. Now, these are the unforgettable space achievements of the country. Here's a graph, here's a bar graph that gives you a comparison of the international satellites that have been launched by ISRO before 2014 and after 2014. So there is a staggering rise in the number of satellites launched by ISRO before 2014 at just 35, and this has increased over more than 200 times at 389. In fact, more than 300 times, almost 400 times is what the increase over here is of the number of satellites that have been launched. So there's been quite the transformation that has taken place. Now, quickly taking a look at this is India's increasing space budget, which has increased to a whooping 123%, where in 2013-2014 the space budget was 5,615 crores. It has increased to a staggering 12,543 crores between 2023 and 2024. If you take a look at the next set of slides over here, to showcase what India has come about in transforming itself as a global space power is where India's voyage of profits were via the space ventures. Now, India has earned a whopping 3,300 crore by launching 389 foreign satellites in just about a decade's time. And India has made major progress with regards to collaborations in terms of the launching of the foreign satellites. So there you have it. We have been doing economically also very well in terms of the revenue that is being generated by launching satellites of other countries with the mechanisms that have been provided by ISRO. Now, this is ISRO's launch date skyrocketing beyond yearly launch missions, where India's launch rate has also experienced an exponential increase. And we take a look at the figures over here. Before 2014, there were just 1.2 of these yearly launch missions, which have increased to 5.7. So from almost one launch that used to take place in a year, and they have increased to almost six launches that have been taking place every single year since 2014. All right, now this is the student satellites that are shaping the sky. These are a number of student satellites that have been launched by ISRO before 2014. There were just 4 of these student satellites that had been launched, and since 2014 up until 2023 that number has increased to 11. Now the number of student satellites has also experienced an increase. As I mark this with the numbers that clearly show on this bar graph. Can we have the next slide over the changes and comparisons that we can see before 2014 and after 2014. Now Chandrayaan 2, orbiter's journey of science, and Chandrayaan 2 continues. The orbiter that stays in the orbit, or the lunar orbit, has a life of years and years together. It is continuing to provide valuable science data for the research community, and so there you have it. So while there was a small setback that India faced in launching Chandrayaan 2 mission, it was still able to achieve some of its targets, some of its goal, and one of those goals was about the orbiter then finding out more valuable scientific data for research purposes. Shifting quickly to the next slide over here. Again, we're talking about our skill sets, we're talking about providing and shaping scientists and their talent. There are several of these schemes that have been initiated in a number of these colleges and universities across the country. There is the Yuva Vigyani Karyakram, and this is an annual special program. There are 603 students that have attended this special program in the last 3 years. Institutes of Trivandrum, Jammu and Agartala have achieved 100% placements under this Yuva Vigyani Karyakram that has been launched. And this is of course focusing on the budding young minds, encouraging them through this Yuvika program. Can we take a look at the next slide, please? Alright, now this is again a new era that India has pioneered, where the first private launchpad and mission control center was established. This mission control center was established on 25th of November 2023. Now history has been made with the establishment of this first private launchpad. So there is obviously involving private players, startups to come together, collaborate with ISRO, where ISRO handholds them in achieving their targets. Again, from classroom to cosmos, again a program that has been built, revolved around students and providing them impetus to then become scientists and space startup owners. Now here it is, combined effort of about 750 girl students guided by space kids led to SSLV DV launching 3 satellites. So focus again on educating students, educating girl students, teaching them, making them more interested, and thereby leading to this practical example of how there were these 3 satellites that were launched, SSLV DV launching that took place. Again, young innovators, more empowerment for women, for girls. There were more than, like I said, 750 girls that leads to this satellite launch. Quickly taking a look at the next graph. Now, these are India's collaborations with the space agencies across the globe. Now, there is an Artemis Accord where India became a signatory to the NASA-led Accord. Now, the objective of the Artemis Accord is peaceful moon exploration. The highlight of this accord is that the data from Chandrayaan 3 could support the Artemis human landings in the future. Now, about the NISAR satellite, NISAR satellite, the budget is for 70 crore rupees. The collaboration is between ISRO and NASA. It's a first hardware development between 2 agencies for an Earth observation mission. So there are these agreements, MOUs that are being signed between various space agencies. Key amongst them, the space exploration, lunar exploration mission between India, between ISRO and NASA. Now, launching the startup dream on the moon, on the space frontier. Now, there are as many as 140 startups, space startups that have emerged after the opening of the space sector in 2020 by India. In Space was launched to create an ecosystem of industry, academia and startups in the space sector. All right, so with these major achievements that we have been able to fulfill, we are going to quickly talk about this in greater detail with our guests. I'm going to get my panelists on the telecast, but it's quite an achievement. The fact that we had the rockets that were being launched, we had the satellites that were being launched, which were just about one satellite per year. It has increased to 6 up to 7 satellites a year. That's a tremendous achievement by ISRO that has been happening since 2014 and up until 2023. In fact, the budget for the space sector has increased manifold. I think it has increased by about 300-400 percentage points. So there you have it. The impetus is in the right direction for the government and its political will to be put forth to come out to then come up and push our scientists and have faith in them, have confidence in them, to then go about exploring space to achieve these landmark moments, the ones like what is going to happen at the landmark soft landing of Vikram lander. All right, I'm being joined by Professor Dipankar Banerjee. He's the director of the Aryabhatta Research Institute in Nainital. Okay. So, Professor Dipankar Banerjee, like the figures and the facts that were shared, and those are playing on our screens. So, the transformation has been tremendous in terms of the figures and statistics. If we talk about that, whether it is about revenue that is being, that is the budget that is being allocated to space exploration, whether it is about the number of satellites that are being launched before 2014 up until 2023, from 2014 to 2023, or we talk about how there are these accords and agreements that are being signed between ISRO or NASA or other space agencies across, whether it is the European Space Agency who is now actively working with India in collaboration, actively working with India with ISRO over here in collaboration to help in tracking the orbiter, to help make Chandrayaan 3 a success.
You're absolutely right. ISRO has really gone really a leap forward now. And I must also point out that we scientists are indebted to our ISRO, because in the early phase of ISRO's work, it was mostly for remote sensing and other activities. But now the science missions, which are dedicated for science and technology demonstrations, are taking place. So we are all very excited, and I'm also really feeling indebted that, the entire country, the youth, the common people, they're so much excited about science and our technological achievements. Because as it has been pointed out, that if the common people do not appreciate the way we are making technological advancement, it really doesn't satisfy us, and we can't motivate the youngsters also to come forward towards science. So this is really a momentous moment. I mean, the entire country is excited. We all are excited. And ISRO is taking us to the next level of, our achievements. I just want to point out that we are all very excited about the Chandrayaan and the lander, today. But probably a few weeks' time, we will also hear about another mission where I am personally very much linked with, which is called the Aditya mission. And we hope that, Chandrayaan landing will be very successful, and then we will move towards our journey to the sun.
Okay, absolutely. I'm going to quickly ask my team again to put out those statistics, particularly the funds that have been allocated from the budget for the space exploration. There's been a tremendous rise. Okay, I'm being also joined by Professor Varun Bhalaroy. He joins me from the physics faculty of IIT Bombay. Now, Professor Bhalarao, the fact that this has this mission of landing, soft landing on the lunar south pole has not been done by anybody, any other country, any other space agency, makes this a very unique achievement that is going to be fulfilled by India, by ISRO. What is going to be the impact of it? How is it going to be helping humankind?
The impact of this South Polar region landing is actually on 3 different dimensions that you have to look at it. First is the scientific output that you'll get from it in the first place, right? So the idea is to land in this region because it has some permanently shadowed craters. So there's a chance that there could be, for example, water ice that is present there. Exploring those regions is scientifically extremely important. And then with the soft landing, once the rover is deployed, all the instruments that are going to take measurements will allow us to understand the moon. And the formation and understanding of the moon itself also tells us more about the Earth by studying our sibling, essentially. The next aspect is the technology demonstration that just as the first Chandrayaan mission was, as you pointed out a few minutes ago, the first time that any country actually went into orbit around the moon in their first attempt. And ISRO kept on challenging itself further and further. And what ISRO is trying to achieve here would be a great demonstration of the technical abilities that this can actually be done. And in regards to the growing space sector, all these technologies then have spin-offs, which will be through InSpace and other agencies. They'll spread out to other space-related technological developments, but also through the broader industry. You may see a few years down the line, some components that were initially developed for Chandrayaan making impacts on some products which you and I use in everyday life. And a third very, very important aspect is, as Professor Banerjee also pointed out, that this is inspiring the whole nation, right? Today you are seeing not just youngsters or science students, you are seeing everyone excited about the moon mission.
Absolutely.
And the country as a whole getting together and being excited about science, being excited about exploration is fantastic news for the future.
It's no doubt, of course, that it's a very proud moment for India and for the globe as well. All right. Also on the telecast with me is Manohar. Manohar joins me live from outside the ISRO headquarters right now. Manohar, what's the momentum like? How's the mood? And obviously, this is a crucial few minutes ahead of the powered descent that is going to commence in about an hour's time.
देखिए बिल्कुल अभी हम मौजूद हैं इसरो का जो कमांड सेंटर है जिसको इस ट्रैक कहा जाता है वो बेंगलुरु में है और यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं और ये वही सेंटर है जो 3 चंद्रयान मिशन का गवाह बनने जा रहा है, चंद्रयान 1, चंद्रयान 2 और चंद्रयान 3। आप देखिए यहाँ पर इवेंट का आयोजन किया गया है, बैनर लगाए गए हैं और सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग की व्यवस्था की गई है। ये जो एलईडी स्क्रीन लगाई गई है इसमें पल पल की जानकारी दी जाएगी और लाइव जो कमांड सेंटर है यहाँ से कुछ ही फासले पर, लगभग 100 मीटर के फासले पर इसी कैंपस में जो इसरो का टेलीमेट्री ट्रैकिंग कमांड सेंटर है उसमें पल पल की जानकारी होगी। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि उसके बाद जिसको हम ऑटोमेटिक लैंडिंग सीक्वेंस कहते हैं, पावर डिसेंट के बाद जो है सो इसकी प्रक्रिया शुरू होगी और सारी जिम्मेवारी जो है सो लैंड विक्रम पर होगी। मैं आपको बता दूं ये जो ब्रोशर है इसमें दिया गया है कि आखिरकार 15 मिनट्स ऑफ टेरर हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा इम्पॉर्टेंट्स हैं। मैं अपने कैमरा पर्सन वासिफ को कहूँगा कि जूम आउट करें और दिखाने की कोशिश करें अपने व्यूअर्स को। ये आप देखिए ये जो पावर डिसेंट स्टार्ट यहाँ से होगा, इससे उसके बाद विक्रम लैंडर्स का फर्स्ट फेज स्टार्ट होगा जिसे हम कहते हैं रब ब्रेकिंग फेज, उस जो 690 सेकेंड्स का होगा। उसके बाद एल्टीट्यूड होल्ड फेज होगा, धीरे धीरे स्पीड कम होती जाएगी, वेलोसिटी कम होगी, एल्टीट्यूड और लॉन्गिट्यूड वो भी कम होता चला जाएगा। उसके बाद फाइन ब्रेकिंग फेज होगा। फाइन ब्रेकिंग फेज थर्ड फेज कहा जाता है क्योंकि चंद्रयान 2 में ही हमने देखा था कि फाइन ब्रेकिंग फेज में चंद्रयान 2 असफल हो गया था और क्रैश हुआ था उस दौरान और संपर्क टूट गया था। फोर्थ फेज टर्मिनल डिसेंट फेज है जो इम्पोर्टेंट होता है। थर्ड फेज के बाद ये आप देखिए हॉरिजेंटल और वर्टिकल, यहाँ पर विक्रम आएगा, विक्रम लैंडर्स मॉनिटर करेगा। मॉनिटर करने का मतलब क्या है, ये सारी चीज़ें ऑटोमेटिक होगी, वहाँ पर कोई भी साइंटिस्ट नहीं होगा। जिस प्रकार से कमांड देने के बाद पावर डिसेंट की प्रक्रिया शुरू होगी जब फेज़ 1, फेज़ 2, फेज़ 3, फेज़ 4 की बात होगी जिसे हम टर्मिनल टर्मिनल डिसेंट फेज कहते हैं, वहां पर वर्टिकल आएगा। वर्टिकल विक्रम लैंडर एक स्कैन करेगा जो उनमें कैमरा लगा हुआ है, क्योंकि इस बार जो है सो चंद्रयान 2 से चंद्रयान 3 में जिस प्रकार से साइंटिस्ट ने पूरी तरह से लर्निंग फेज को पास करते हुए 3 इंपॉर्टेंट चीजें सीखी थी, तो उनमें से ही कहा जाए कि विक्रम लैंडर जब वर्टिकल होगा 4th फेज में, तो वहां से वो जो लैंडिंग साइट है, जिस क्रेटर की बात कर रही है, जहां पर विक्रम लैंडर्स की सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग होगी, जिसको हम बोगस लवास्की कहते हैं, उस क्रेटर में जब वो उतरेगा उससे पहले वो वहां की तस्वीर लेगा और तस्वीर जो है सब वो सीधे अर्थ पर भेजेगा, मतलब इस कमांड सेंटर में भेजेगा जहां पर मैं अभी मौजूद हूं, और उसके बाद बताएगा कि क्या ये सही है या नहीं है। जब सही होगा तो वो वहां पर लैंड करेगा। टोटल ये प्रोसेस जो है चारों फेज के वो 15 मिनट्स के हैं, और उसके बाद जो है सो इंडिया का जो तिरंगा है वो रोवर जो है सो वहां पर चांद पर फहराएगा। तो काउंटडाउन शुरू हो गया है। 6:04
the most anticipated moment, Manohar, the most anticipated moment, obviously ISRO says that it is going to be a surprise. We all are waiting our Tiranga to be flying high on the south pole of the moon. How is that going to be achieved?
देखिए, बिल्कुल बहुत ज़्यादा एक्साइटमेंट है, और इसरो के जो साइंटिस्ट हैं जो कमांड सेंटर में मौजूद हैं वहाँ पर एक्साइटमेंट है, एनर्जी से लोग भरे हुए हैं। और यहाँ का नज़ारा आपको दिखाऊं, ये जो मीडिया सेंटर है, और ये देखिए कमांड सेंटर में सभी की निगाहें टिकी हुई है उस सॉफ्ट लैंडिंग के लिए, और ये प्लेस भी इतिहास बनने वाला है। हमारे साथ अनिरुद्ध जी हैं, सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट हैं, जिन्होंने चंद्रयान मिशन 1, मिशन 2 और मिशन 3 तीनों को देखा है। इनसे एक बार बात करेंगे। अनिरुद्ध जी, जिस प्रकार से आप यहाँ पर मौजूद रहे हैं तीनों मिशन में, क्या आपने पाया और इस बार क्या डिफरेंट है?
मेरे ख्याल से हर बार उतना ही एक्साइटमेंट रहता है, क्योंकि चंद्रमा पर पहली बार भी जब हम गए थे तो वो एकदम अननोन प्लेस थी। इस बार भी हाल में जब आप लूना 25 क्रैश हो चुका, तो उसके बाद से एक बार फिर साबित हुआ कि ये कितनी जटिल प्रक्रिया है इसको लैंड करना। तो लेकिन अभी जब कमांड सेंटर की कुछ हम तस्वीरें देख रहे थे कुछ क्षण पहले, कुछ 1 घंटे पहले लगभग, तो देखा कि जितने वो लोग रिलैक्स हैं, उससे ये अंदाज़ा लग रहा है कि उनको आत्मविश्वास बहुत है इस बार जितने चेंजेस किए गए। मतलब अगर आप 2 की तुलना में 3 के लैंडर की तुलना करें तो लगभग 60% से ज़्यादा इम्प्रूव्ड वर्जन है, बल्कि 80% तक कोई साइंटिस्ट बता रहे हैं उसे, जिस तरह के उसमें परिवर्तन है। जैसे अभी कुछ घंटे पहले तक जो प्रक्रियाएँ चल रही हैं वो ये कि वो लगभग दिन में 12 चक्कर लगा रहा है। अभी जो हमारा लैंडर है वो चंद्रमा की 12 परिक्रमा दिन भर में कर ले रहा है। तो जब साउथ पोल से गुजरता है तो हर बार वो तस्वीर लेता है, वो तस्वीरों को भेजता है यहाँ इस ट्रैक में उसकी स्कैनिंग चलती है। स्कैनिंग के बाद वो खुद भी, उसके पास एक मैप है जो कि 2 और 1 के जरिए उसको मिल चुका है।
उसी की बात कर रहे हैं कि इस बार लैंडर खुद सक्षम है, और प्रज्ञान रोवर में भी उस तरह के कैमरे लगाए गए हैं, तो आपस में एक्सचेंज करके और खुद ही जो है सो लैंडिंग का लोकेशन तय कर सके।
नहीं, ये जो तरीका है ये तो पिछले लैंडर 2 में भी था कि उसको खुद ही अपनी जगह सेलेक्ट करनी थी, लेकिन उसमें इस बार अंतर यह है कि इस बार उसमें ऑनबोर्ड 2 कंप्यूटर हैं बजाय 1 के। सेंसर 2 एक्स्ट्रा हैं, जिससे आप उसकी दूरी भी नाप रहे हैं, उसकी ऊंचाई को लगातार नाप रहे हैं, उसको स्कैन कर पा रहे हैं पहले की तुलना में। पिछले बार जो हमने स्कैनिंग के लिए जो स्पेस दिया था, जहाँ की उसे उतरना था, वो जगह लगभग समान है इस बार भी, लेकिन स्कैनिंग करने का स्पेस 8 गुना ज़्यादा है। पिछली बार 500 गुना 500 मीटर गुना 500 मीटर के बराबर के स्पेस को वो केवल स्कैन कर सकता था, और उसी में शायद कोई समस्या आने की वजह से वो ठीक से फैसले नहीं ले पाया और वो क्रैश कर गया। इस बार उस स्थान को जिसको कि स्कैन करना है वो 4 किलोमीटर गुना 2.5 किलोमीटर है, यानी कि पहले की तुलना में लगभग 8 गुना ज़्यादा। तो उसके पास स्कैन करने के लिए प्रॉपर टाइम है,
कैपेसिटी भी है और स्पेस भी ज़्यादा है।
और दूसरा कि इस बार रिडेंडेंसी बहुत ज़्यादा है, मतलब कि हर चीज़ की अतिरिक्तता बहुत ज़्यादा है। मतलब हर चीज़ का हमने स्पेस दिया, जिसका कि एक एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको दूँ। जिस दिन लैंडर मॉड्यूल से हमारा वो प्रोपल्सन मॉड्यूल अलग हुआ, उस दिन उसकी बाद में जब जांच हुई तो उसमें जो फ्यूल था वो 150 किलो ज़्यादा था। इसका मतलब है कि वो 3 महीने लाइफ के लिए गया है, लेकिन अब वो 3 साल से भी ज़्यादा चलेगा।
बिल्कुल
चीज़ और आप इसमें जान सकते हैं कि हम केवल इस वक्त अपने हमारा जो लैंडर है वो केवल प्रोपल्सल मॉडल से नहीं, मॉड्यूल से नहीं, बल्कि हमारे चंद्रयान 2 वाले ऑर्बिटर से भी जुड़ा हुआ है। यानी हम डबल वे जुड़े हुए हैं इस वक्त।
बिल्कुल, उसका भी कम्युनिकेशन हुआ है और वेलकम भी किया है। तो अनिरुद्ध जी बता रहे थे क्योंकि उन्होंने तीनों मिशन को कवर किया है और काफ़ी सीनियर जर्नलिस्ट हैं, तो इस प्रकार आप देखिए किस प्रकार से अलग चीज़ें हैं और सभी को इंतज़ार है, न सिर्फ देशवासियों को 140 करोड़ इंडियंस को, बल्कि ऑल ओवर वर्ल्ड इस पर नजरें टिकाए हुए हैं। नासा को पूरी उम्मीद है क्योंकि जो नासा का अगला मिशन होगा, जब वहाँ पर कहा जाए साइंटिस्ट के साथ भेजा जाएगा, तो उसमें ये जो मिशन है उनके लिए एक रामबाण साबित होगी, उन्हें आगे उस मिशन को कामयाबी दिलाने में एक सही भूमिका अदा करेगा। जी,
All right, thank you Manohar for sharing those very important details right ahead of the crucial soft landing.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.